This is NBA basketball right here on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Oh, a nice slam by the swingman Barnes. His athleticism is his greatest strength.
A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Grant.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness. Other guys, too.
They get it back. Here's Murray Boyles. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Barrett. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Big effort, big reward for Barrett. Just what a jam.
Porter looks it over. Tries it from 19. Pirtle grabs a miss.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Here's Barnes. Pass to Pirtle. Wide open look. Drained it for 2 points.
And that's a shot that Jakob has developed since entering into the league, and now it's a weapon.
Here's Porter, covered by Ingram. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Porter. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable, close-range look.
Pass to Murray Boyles.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Ingram with the ball. Claxton picks him up. Murray Boyles. 5 on the clock. Unloads from 13. The shot by Ingram, no good. And the ball out of play. The Raptors will have it. And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they've pivoted decisively from their Big Three era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves.
Now here's Barnes. The rebound by Dimon.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
You know, Grant, with Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby all winning on new teams, you wonder, did the Raptors have to blow it up?
You know, B.A., it's a fair question, but Toronto's front office saw a ceiling. So the question is, can they do better with this rebuild? And it remains to be seen.
With a healthy roster, the Nets got off to a good start last year, Richard.
Yeah, they were 9 and 10, playing good ball, but a few injuries, notably one to Cam Thomas, really shut down their season. And the Nets went 6 and 22 after the All-Star break.
Here's Barnes, following the bucket by Brooklyn. Count it. Barnes has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Inside is where Barnes is most effective, taking point-blank shots.
Pass to Porter. They set the pick. There's the drive. And then Porter with the dunk.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Here's Barnes. Sinks his third bucket. He's 3 for 6 now.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Pass to Pirtle. All sorts of time. Rebounded by the Nets.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Right side, Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Being Porter Jr. is 6'10", you have to know where he is at all times, especially when he's lurking inside. When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And he drives in, and it's Dimon missing.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
Fires it from 18. And that... one's good. Ingram.
The versatile nature of Ingram's shooting can be tough to counter. Even the mid-range is a good option for him.
And it's Dimon missing.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Barrett can't hit. Brooklyn with the ball. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Now here's Barnes. He's got 6. Outside Barrett. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And so, lots of scoring in a competitive... 14. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
Another thing that's gone well for them is the mid-range jumper. It's been falling with ease so far.
Barrett, outside for Ingram. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
And Brooklyn with possession here. Toronto making their last shot. Thomas with the ball. To the wing, right side. Here's Clowney. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Both teams making some changes here. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And while the Raptors are rebuilding, they're not bottoming out like...
And with the lottery odds flattened out and the play-in tournament, that middle road is more agreeable than in years past.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Brian?
All for one. Allie, thanks for the report.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Buffkin, driving in, and he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, my! That's why why we had those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. 4-3. Brooklyn with the board. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face them. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Here's Saraf. Still no points. And he converts the layup. And now a 4-point Nets lead.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Here's Battle. And there's a whistle. That goes on Cam Thomas. That's his first foul of the game. Quickly, left side. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Here's Quickly. After the basket by Brooklyn. Pass to Abaji. Over to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Battle. Fires the 3. Claxton with a rebound. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Battle. 3-pointer off the mark. Brooklyn leading by 4. .149 left in the second. Here's Clowney. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, man, the defender bites on the up fake, giving him a clear line to the basket.
Hey, when it works, that move is just too pretty. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's on Nick Claxton. RJ, looking back at the trade that sent Durant from the Nets to the Suns, what a deal for Brooklyn.
Yeah, it was 4 first-round picks and a swap from the Suns. Also, the Nets got Mikal Bridges, who they shipped to the Knicks for 5 more first-rounders. Now that's how you reboot a team.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Brooklyn.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
And, of course, taking it inside, always a great game plan. And I'm curious if there'll be an adjustment from the defensive end. Maybe sag off some shooters a little.
Pass to Dick. There's a screen. It's a 3-pointer. Dick's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
And when you're trailing in a game, it can be tempting to try to go for the big play. Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever. Not the tallest center in the league, but he more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Back to Thomas. .36 seconds left in the first half. The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. We'll grab for a late first-round pick. Cam Thomas is a certified bucket.
Yeah, B.A., he's got every shot in the book. And he's still rounding out the other aspects of his game. But if you need to score, that he can provide.
Right side Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Nets leading by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Down low. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Barnes, it's good.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Here's Ingram. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Ingram's got 8.
Yeah, crafty play there by Ingram. Using the pull-up jumper to beat the defense.
Here's Dimon. On the wing, Porter. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. He's got 11.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break. Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
And he's finding the bottom of the net consistently. Porter Jr. is scoring with ease.
To the left side wing. Pass to Murray Boyles. Outside Ingram. To the middle. Toronto needs to get off a shot here. Fires it from 18. The bank shot, no good. Nets leading by 7. Here's Porter with the drive. The layup misses. Tries it from 19. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
The mid-range jumper isn't the most popular.
Wow. I can't believe he just did that.
Just wow.
See, those are the type of finishes that you pay to see.
Barrett. Blocked. For 3, Dimon. Rebounded by Ingram. Here's Toronto with the ball. 7-point differential. Going inside. Yep, that one goes.
Moving so well at 6'8", Ingram can be a lot to handle, especially on the drive.
Here's Dimon. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Wasting no time matching the slam with one of their own.
Showing some serious fight right there. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Pass to Murray Boyles. Stolen by Sharp. Inside. Williams from long range. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Nets lead by 8.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Outside Ingram. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. Murray Boyles can't get it to go. Brooklyn leading by 8. Pass to Wolf. Here's Dimon. 1:14 left in the third quarter of the game. And the layup is good.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Barnes, no good. Here's Dimon. 6 points for him. Pass to Bufkin. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Williams from long range. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And here's Ingram from the arc.
You love to see the competitive fire, but he couldn't sink that revenge triple.
27 seconds left in the third quarter. Number 3, Dimon. It's rebounded by Barrett.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Yeah, Ingram is having a great night so far, playing passionate offense and finding lots of quality looks.
And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And stolen by Barrett. No good that time. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Brooklyn out.
Brooklyn, 56.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Raptors trail by 13. Quickly deciding where to go with it. Pass to Dick. Back to Quickly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebound Brooklyn.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
To the inside. Good D by Sharp.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
Clowney can't get it to go.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Dick with a miss. Brooklyn leading by 13. And here's Thomas from the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Thomas has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And Brooklyn has possession. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Pass to Dick. Shot from the wing. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Zaraf can't hit. Raptors trail by 16. Here's Dick. No good from outside. And Brooklyn with possession here. Here's Bufkin. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up to the Toronto Raptors. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Brooklyn leading by 19. The kick out to Williams. Porter from outside. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Lets it fly. And it's Battle missing.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again. It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Fires from deep. Brooklyn pulls it in. Outside Porter. And Grady Dick gets a whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. And Richard, for those vets who haven't won a ring yet, how hard is it to take less money to join a contender?
It is not hard. And contender made the money if you've made it that far in your career. If there's one thing left that you want to accomplish, that's win a ring.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Is one of Pirtle's greatest strengths is offensive rebound. He just has a nose for finding second chance points.
Dimon. Rebounded by Ingram. Pulls it from 20. Can't get it to go. He's 7 for 12. And here are the Nets now. They're on a 14-4 run. Here's Porter. Off target from the baseline. And Toronto has possession. Ingram with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. Baseline jumper. Here's Pirtle. Kicks it out to Barnes. That's his sixth make in 11 tries.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Nets.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they